Hello, and welcome back to Silksong! So last time we found this wisp thicket in the Greymoor, in the top left. And who knows how much further it goes. Looks like there's a place to the left that I missed. And apparently this room it terminates over here. So we're gonna have to get our cocoon back. But I'm not really too fond of the conch cutter. You know, it's interesting, and it throws at a pretty cool angle, like a 16 degrees or whatever. But we've tried it out. We've had our fun. Let's try the snare setter. Looks like I have to set it and forget it. Oh my god! What the hell? Maybe I have to inject it into an enemy? I don't know. We'll find out. Together. Really just like to find out if I could attack these guys. You know what? Okay, hold on. I'm not looking to lose all of my health. We do still have a cocoon to retrieve. But man, this fire thing is almost worth just skipping. Oh, no. Okay, bad start. Let's try that one more time. The issue is the oh my god. The issue is that the wisps go all the way up while you're trying to, Oh, no. You know what the issue is? I know what the issue is. I'll tell you what the issue is. The issue is that I have this Ascendance grip equipped, and what I actually need is the weighted belt? No, the magnetite dice. Deadbug's purse we don't really need. That's a glass cannon. Okay, I think we have everything. I love me some utility items, you know? I can't help it. So the magnetite dice will at least save us from some of this garbage coming our way. Ooh, I think the fireball terminated itself into the wall there. There we go. So now I might even be able to. Nope, they can just go through. They can go through the thread storm, don't you know? Where's this guy? Why is he teleporting around? Stop that. That's not funny. Oh my god, it had no telegraph. It just immediately went for me. That's kind of a pain. Okay, so we know they sometimes randomly go for you and then sometimes not. You want to check the top. Okay, another one of these guys. Yep. There they go, just immediately targeting me. So you kind of have to react. There's no telegraph to speak of. But at least he doesn't attack. Oh, and on top of that, they can cover each other's telegraphs. So when one starts going, the other one can cover it. Oh, no, he doesn't also have an attack, dude. Holy smokes. And they curve. And they also curve. And they also don't give you silk when you attack them. And probably something else I'm not even aware of. So just almost infinity advantages for those fireballs. And meanwhile, we're just having to deal with it. But it looks like that was the worst of it. Ooh. The scenery is telling me this is Sinner's Road. Whoa. Yep. Certainly is. Is that a platform down there? it would kind of suck if that wasn't a platform. I'm gonna gamble. Oh. So, yes and no. The answer is yes and no. Nothing up to the right. Oh, okay. Oh, so much for avoiding that poison. All that for a mask fragment. Please purge me. Cleanse me. Okay, I mean, what am I avoiding by taking that shortcut? Maybe like an extra second of navigation? But yeah, I still don't feel like I have a handle on fighting those fireballs or those mages. It's just always going to be a pain, I think. I don't know if there's any skill to employ. At the very least, I can always rely on this weave light to have my back. So now there is... Oh! I said there is a place to the left. Here we go. This is more the type of setting I was expecting. Beautiful environment, I must say. Ooh, very tricky. And between all of the foreground elements and the particle effects, I can hardly see his telegraph. Nope. Dude, he's giving me the runaround. There we go, I saw that telegraph there. And that looks like a dying hitbox, for whatever it's worth. But that fireball took a little lean back before it charged at me. So, if there was a telegraph to speak of, I guess that would be it. Ooh. Finally some clean water. I wonder if I have the maggot status effect, and then I jump in the water, if that would cleanse me. That'd be interesting. Oh, that's fine. We can just tank it. There's so many. Oh. Yeah, and they don't... They're not like a certain sunball attack from the first game where you could hide behind a platform and just let the balls go into the platform. You have to actually dodge them. I don't know why I keep breaking those sandbags open. There's never been anything inside, so there's... But you never know. They could just spring one out at you. Oh! Looks like this one's trapped, guys. I guess we'll have to come back when we have a tool. Oh, obviously, we'll just break it open. Ooh! Thank you so much. I love me a good secret. Okay. Almost looks like an Indiana Jones escape sequence here. I guess we'll see. This looks like a secret. So many, one after the other. Oh my god! Not today. Hello! Oh! Oh my god! Oh, he's itching for it. Okay, it's still not enough to heal. I'm not even opening my map anymore. It's just... Underworks! Whoa! So there is a connection between the lower world and the upper world. That gives me ideas. Because, I mean, if all we needed to get up here... if we didn't need the double jump to get up here, then that has implications. We could make it to the Underworks earlier in the game, and then probably get up to the Citadel a lot sooner. Or so the theory goes. Remains to be seen. Oh my god. I'm not sure if this is an area we've been before, but we have seen those blocks. Okay, it looks like there's going to be a platforming challenge we have to deal with. Let's just react. What am I looking out for? Okay, I see. There's gonna be a gap somewhere. Yep. Like right there, and then... Holy! My controller's vibrating. Okay, one more. No! Ah! That was a tough one. Now my cocoon is all the way out there. But that's fine. We don't have to deal with any more of these guys. I'll tell you. Whoop. No, you don't. Can I cheese you, please? Can I nosk you to death? Nope. Okay, I guess not. But we do have to go up. Okay, if I can tank through. Man, they're not even letting me... They're not even letting me see what I'm doing. Whew. I don't have confidence that I could take those guys out reliably. There could be a bench to the right. I could be a fool and not just simply walking over here. Ooh, looks like craft metal. Nice. Very unconventional platform right there. Thank you so much. So that's another upgrade from either the Architect or... I don't think we have anything else from the Forge Daughter to buy. It's probably going to be the Architect. Holy! I could farm this guy. It kind of dropped in a weird spot. But it's cool that the game can handle that. Yeah, don't use silk. One more. No. Here we go. Okay, now I can tank a little bit more. I know everyone's here to watch me just tank through everything, so hope you guys appreciate what I do for you. Yeah, we were doing good. Oh, we were doing good for a while. Oh, this is not. This is not accessible. Okay, noted. Okay, nothing to it. Okay, and then here we're gonna have to I think we could even tank. Oh no, there is a gap after this one here. Yep, just like that. And I don't want to... okay, I got some of them. I'm going to be very disappointed if that's all we came here for, though. Okay, good news. There's still more. Oh, I'm here, buddy. Don't worry. Be free. Uh-oh. No, never mind. My controller's just just vibrating. Oh. Get criticaled. So there was a lever. Oop. To the right. There it is. So we never have to go back. And maybe there's like one or two more fleas around to pick up, but I couldn't imagine there was much more than that. Unless there's completely new areas that I haven't been to yet. But here we are, back in the Underworks. There's still a direction over here, which is good news because we're still holding out hope for the connection to that marker. And there's yet another lever for me to pull. Nope. Okay, well, the news is I can just heal that back. Can't drop any of those. Is this all there was? Whoa. Okay, okay, we're fine. Okay. I knew that wasn't it. So now, that's another shortcut. Like I was asleep at the wheel. Not sure if he saw me earlier. But, forgot what this was. No, looks like whatever it was, we already did it. So, I guess we'll head back to the wisp thicket then, since there's nothing else really for us to do around here. But, when I'm exploring, I always love sitting at a bench and then seeing how the map looks. Because the map, in and of itself, is, I consider it a work of art, so always cool to see it fill out to completion. So I think I can just drop down, and then, man, the idea of going back into the thicket with all these fire guys does not give me a good feeling. Maybe this is a shortcut, though, so I don't have to. Oh, hold on. Is there another, rare Pokemon? What do we got? All these shell shards getting wasted. Shouldn't let them fall off the edge. No, looks like that's all that was here. Very cool set piece. I still haven't used this this tool. Maybe if I oh no, I can't do that. Okay, that didn't do anything. That just that just made me bounce off his head. What is that supposed to do? Team Cherry! Is there an instruction manual? Help! Okay, nothing at all. Unless... Nope. Alright, I guess we'll turn around and go the other way. Ah! She was too slow. It wasn't me, I swear. There's no bench around. And there's just spikes and death in every direction. Okay, if I can speed run my way past, I could get to that bench if I'm quick. If. Hup. Nope, that's fine. I know they curve. They do curve. There we go. We can only hold a maximum of 700 shell shards, so I think if I keep using this tool, I want to experiment a little bit more with it. What does it do? He's not gonna let me. Oh, but you know what? I could fake these guys out. That's one thing I could do. So it looks like this tool is just a mobility enhancer. Ow! Which is cool. You know, I appreciate a simplistic tool that just gives you added mobility. It's like the drill, except weaker. I'm honestly not too sure what the difference is, but maybe it's just a matter of how much damage it applies and how long it takes to execute. Something to that effect. Uh-oh. Oh, okay, she overshot. Oh my god. I'll have protection at least. Okay, he has no fear. Oh, use the tool! Oh, I'm out of shards, of course. There you go. Again, I only have one silk before I can heal. Now that I have the wings, I'm sort of spoiled for platforming, and I have to use them on every single thing. I do hear the boss music lead up, so, you know, consider this a run back. And it's probably going to be worth it to deal with whatever is up ahead, because I'm assuming it's going to make the connection right here. So, here we go. Hello? Father of the Flame. Where is he? I don't see anyone. Am I attacking this, what is it called? Burning Man statue? Oh, God! Okay, well, this is a little bit more of an interesting encounter. This is fun, because there's actually room to maneuver. So this is where I would think that the fire enemies are like an enjoyable challenge rather than just misery and hell. So let's see what we can get done on the first try here. I don't know where I could possibly get some silk. I'm gonna have to be careful about where I double jump. Oh, that's not gonna be safe. One more. There we go. Nope. Okay, I only have, I mean, I still don't know where to get another silk from. And the vignette on the edge of the screen certainly is not helping me gather my bearings. It's almost seems like the final boss of Hollow Knight, where you can just bounce infinitely. Nope. Nope. I make my way up. That's what I'm looking for. No! What a shot! He led it so hard. And this time, saying he, without really thinking about whether it's a he or she, actually worked out. Oh, so look at that. It looks like that's leading into Bellheart? Of all places, man. I wouldn't have guessed. Okay, so, I mean, yeah, it didn't seem like a hard boss, more so just the run back is going to be atrocious. So, yeah, I mean, if I could possibly get a tool that would help with the run back, I will want to do that. Maybe we check our inventory real quick. Let's see what we got. So we have max tool damage. And then who was this? A burning bug. Many-legged insect, fanatically obsessed with flame. No, there's nothing wrong with that. Perfectly well adjusted, I'd say. If there's no surefire way to just get past there, then that's going to be a little bit annoying. But I got lucky that time. What? Why? Jeez, man. So since I can't get any silk, I'm gonna have to be really conservative. Not sure what I would use it on besides healing, but it looks like there's basically no healing in this boss fight at all, unless someone spawns after we take out these fires, and then we'll finally have a target to farm. Luckily, my double jump is refreshed every time. So let's try to work from the top down. Oh! I just didn't double jump early enough. Yep, I had a feeling. Don't hit me. Thank you. I'm gonna wait. Yep, patience did the trick there. Okay, and they actually do take out the sandbags, the punching bags. When you take out the fire. I'm so bad. Okay, one more. Who do I attack? What? Oh my god! I'm so lucky. Any one of those particle effects could have got me. Oh. Okay, I see what needs to be done. Wow! Why? He kept shooting 2 at me. I don't know if that was intentional or if that was random. Like, they could shoot 2 at the bottom consistently, as a matter of fact. Or it could have just been a random sequence that just so happened to shoot 2 volleys at me 3 times consecutively. I don't know. Who knows, man? Who knows? And now I can skip this part. And then there's one more guy who's gonna teleport in my face. Yeah, I got your number. So here's full silk. And then maybe I got a head start. Nope, he's not gonna let me. Which is fair. The problem here is that I can't see what's below me. But man, they set it up so nicely to where you don't even really... Ah, thank you, dice! You don't even really need to necessarily... Hold on, I'm thinking. Hide. You could just sort of juke with the bounce. Okay. But luckily I'm only getting hit every once in a while, so the magma bell's having a chance to refresh. Okay, that's fine. Oh, just run, Hornet! Okay, I think I got the heal out. Yep. So that's beautiful. There's one coming down. Okay, now we're gonna have to do a little bit of dancing. This is like the, spoilers. This is like the grim boss fight. Yeah, there's those 2 fireballs. So I think standing near the edge is gonna be probably relatively safe. And then when we see him light up like that, he's gonna, yep, explode. Okay, that's fine. Almost like the fluke mother, the fluke nest. Nope, get away. Very difficult pattern to dodge consistently. I wonder if I can bounce off of the body there. It almost looks like, oh, I can bounce. That's beautiful. You're cooked. You're gonna burn all right. A wisp fire lantern. Well, that was fun. But I still didn't get what I came here for, which was the shortcut. Oh, well, never mind. Yeah, we did get a shortcut. It's just wasn't in the direction that I was expecting. So maybe I go back around and see if anybody's still clamoring on the other side. And if they're not, then we'll know who was making that noise. But, yeah, what a shame. So I guess we can't climb up here anymore. Oh, or we can get one more jump. That's about it. Well, I mean, lore-wise, I have no idea how that Burning Man fits into the story of the game, but, hey, I think we finished out the Wisp Thicket. I think that's all there was to do here. So, very cool. That takes care of that. And then at some point, obviously, I'll have to plan out that Rasher quest. And, you know, I don't know if doing it on camera maybe just doing the last attempt on camera is going to be the way to go. But for now, I guess I'll see you when I get to this marker right over here. And we're back. And I had to make sure I had enough time to get out of the way, because these guys are not looking friendly. Okay, so we are here in Sinner's Road. So we kind of remove that marker. And then finally, I'm pretty sure whatever is going to be going on over here is going to exit this door. So might as well just remove it right now before I forget. So let's see what we got, shall we? There's our door. Uh-oh. Well then. Pretty sure that's an encounter, so I might as well run to this bench over here. So kind of them to telegraph the encounter before it even began. But let's see here. I did clear out this enemy. These bugs look to have spent every waking moment at their work, grim, endless labor in service of the unseen citadel above. And to live only a single bright moment, what would one feel? Is it glorious, or only despair? Or could it be both, mixed equal? And we have the burning bug. These ones somehow learn to call and guide the scorching wisps that share their thicket, whether through dominance or reverence is unclear. Then, of course, the Father of the Flame, totem and god, built and worshipped by the burning bugs, who, as it so happens, burned themselves alive and just disappeared into 3 wisps when I walked past them out of the boss fight. So that was off camera. You didn't get to see that, but yeah. And then after I sat at the bench and came back, they still wouldn't appear. So interesting that without their god, they basically have nothing to live for. Yeah, very cool boss fight though. I enjoyed that a lot. But anyway, let's quickly mosey on over to the right side or the left side here. Sit at the bench, and then maybe I'll get back with you when we're done with that. And here we are. So these guys seem to be pigging out. I do remember the boss, them showing or teasing the boss from the trailer. So let's see what he's made of. You know, other than food. Hello? Oh, it looks like they're waiting on me to give them the cue. Dinner time! Holy smokes! Wow! Hang on, I can do something like this. Okay. That's a roach server, brutish cook responsible for dicing muckroach meat into edible portions. And also hornet. Okay, let's just be hyper aggressive here. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be our best bet. Ooh. Disgraced chef Lugoli. Uh-oh. Okay, so we are status affected. Uh-oh. It looks like he's sinking the floor. Okay, that's a big lunge. Oh my god. Hold on. Don't let good silk go to waste. Oh no, they programmed it just so that it glides along the ceiling and then falls back down to cover every option. But I guess now we'll get to see what the run back looks like. I saw it once, you didn't. It's not too bad. Just takes a little bit of running. I guess that's why they call it a run back. I wonder if we're gonna have to kill these guys every single time. The thread storm will make it easy. Okay, but unless they interrupt it. These guys aren't too bad. So he seems to lunge at you a lot, which means that maybe the way to dodge is going to be to jump, or to see it coming and then jump before, like well before it happens. There we go. Okay, so I saw that one. Oh, not today. Yep, that's a lunge. Okay, and then he just doesn't really telegraph when he's gonna fly up like that. Nope. That's a hard one to see coming. Just gonna wait for one more. Oh, he does try to get above you. So I guess, yep, just wait in front of him until he tries to get above you and then move out of the way. Okay, he just did that twice in a row. Ooh, unfortunate, but can immediately purge it. So I guess holding on to Silk is going to be a good idea. Ooh. Please, sir, if I can have some Silk. Don't do it! Oh, I didn't get the heal out. Okay, I don't know where he's going. Let's stay close. Oh. It's almost like the Dung Defender, where he buries underground. Okay, not bad. Phase 2. That's progress. Oop. Okay, we do want to go low. That's fine. It's almost pretty fun, that run back, I would say. Come and get it. Okay, I can't really interrupt them. They're not letting me. Why not just heal before things get dicey? Could probably first shot, or, you know, get a cheeky hit in here. Oh my god. Apparently not, so, nuts to that. He's gonna lunge? No? Now he's gonna lunge. Now he's gonna lunge. Okay, his attacks aren't too bad. Like, that one's pretty easy. That's the dangerous one. That one's only dangerous if I'm expecting him to lunge forward. Or if he does them in quick succession. That attack almost reminds me of Shio, the painter. Ooh, I can purge. I forgot which color attack he had on his paintbrush for that. It might have been the blue one. Nope. Okay, well, you got me. Jeez, man. Okay, yep, he could immediately... I don't know if it's a he or she. It almost sounded feminine there, but I'm gonna keep calling him a he. He could immediately jump up after the dash, so I have to watch out. Yeah, like here, he could just... So it's not safe to go above him necessarily. Okay, and he could hide his sprite behind the dressing in the ceiling, so that's also dangerous. Should heal. Yep, just immediately move out of the way. Ooh. Nope. I don't know what you were about to do, but you're not doing it. Not on my watch. Might do it again. Ooh. Happy to dance with you. Dinner is served, I suppose. And a pickled muck maggot. Ooh, I had a feeling it was for that wish. So I wonder if these have a description on them, or... Yeah, we're just striking them off. Man, that's gross. Okay, so all we got left is Vintage Nectar, which is coming from Kriege, and then the Courier's Rasher, which is coming from that quest. So we know how to get the other two, luckily enough. So the one from Kriege just takes 480. Let's read about this guy. Once exalted chef, exiled from the Citadel for repeated culinary crimes. I wouldn't even know what that would entail. Returned to their home caves, this chef continued to devise delicacies too repulsive for any bugs still sane. Well, why would you call them delicacies then? It doesn't seem to track. Yeah, but still, you know, fun boss fight. That felt fair. It didn't initially, but that's just, you know, tends to be the case. Some bosses I don't think are very fair. Like the one that immediately comes to mind is the Savage Beastfly. Or just the Beastfly in general. Just because its hitbox doesn't seem to align with its body. But, you know, I can go on a forum and rant about that some other time. For now, maybe let's go to the Underworks. And if nothing is over there, then we'll hit up one of these two markers over here. And we're back. I think I've already been here, but on my map it says there's a marker, so I think that's probably just one I forgot to remove. Yeah, and we do have the architect there. Pretty sure this is one place that I've came back from. Like there was a shortcut through this, like a one-way door through the ceiling. So probably nothing much to do here. But what do we got? Do we have any descriptions to read? We do have this Wispfire lantern. A broken iron lantern containing smoldering wispfire. Wisps will spawn from the lantern and burn foes at the cost of silk. No thank you. That sounds like the Weaverling's charm from Hollow Knight. And we all know how much trouble those can get you into.
What's this, Bug Red? Even down here, I did detect it's working. Have you climbed our core and awoken the voices of my line?
I have, Maker. Clearly it was a climb never intended for regular bugs, and fair fortune that the skills gifted within your lands allowed my ascent. The melody and the voices, both are fine things heard and witnessed. Even in this fading moment, their artistry shines through.
Impressive, industrious, eternal. You have seen a glimpse, Bug Red, of us, how once we were, the minds of architects inspired. What majesty we did create.
Cool! So I'm not looking to spend any more money than I strictly need to, because I am saving up for that quest item from Kriege. And this is just a tool. What does it do? Enhance a Weaver type's flexibility, allowing evasive options. That's not very descriptive. How would I know what that does? Okay, no new dialogue at least. Okay, so that's, you know, one less marker to consider. We'll just go hit up one of the other two. I completely forgot what was over here, you know, what this marker was all about, but maybe I'll just reposition it a little better so it's not covering the map. So anyway, I'll see you when I get to another one. And here we are in the Cogwork Core. So we are right next to this marker. Let's remove it and see what awaits us up above. Maybe another boss fight. A lot of these places have been late game situations. Ooh, a shortcut. So a lot of boss fights, but also a lot of tools and just like random consumables. Like a shard bundle. I think I haven't really ever cracked into a shard bundle or anything shard related, unless I was paying for something early on. But yeah, I'm just stocked up on these beast shards, Lord knows. We haven't read this. A pungent delicacy preserved in roach brine. The most famous creation of the disgraced chef Lugoli. the most famous, and yet still just as disgusting, as you would guess. Whoa. Huh. So if I'm not mistaken, this is a foe that we're gonna have to be squaring off against at some point. But, looks like someone, Han Solo'd him. There you go, buddy. Oh, no. Hold on. Now it almost looks like he's an automaton. An inert automaton with an empty chest. Ooh. Let's insert the crystal heart. Oh, wait, we don't have that. That's the other game. Okay, so I guess while we're here, we'll just, place, man, they didn't leave us a lot of room. We'll just place a mystery marker. Let's move it a little bit. Sometimes these markers can cover up what's on the map, so you can't really read the situation. I wish they would find a way around that, but there we go. That's one more thing discovered, though it didn't really lead anywhere. So I suppose I'll pause here and move on to the next one. And we're back. Let me just take a sip of this coffee. You never know, I might need to energize for an encounter up ahead, but... Uh-oh. I'm a fool. All I need is a vanilla double jump. So here we are in the high halls. You can take away this jump marker, and you can see how I was running out of those brown spiral markers to lay down, so I started putting these red ones. I think that even confused me at some point, because I thought, what did I use red markers for again? I really need a better convention. Like, I think some of the markers, like the orange one is oriented vertically, like it looks like a door. So I just called it a door marker. Uh-oh. I think he's gonna follow me down here. Hold on, give it a second. Nope, okay. We'll have to make our way up again. Yep, you do that. You counter. Uh-oh. Okay, that's fine. Just a little bit of arthritis in the knees, never hurt anybody. Okay, never mind, he's gonna go all the way back there. Really, what were they thinking with this one? Come back here. You know, I I do my due diligence. How did that still hit me? I keep using my silk, which is never gonna let me heal. But it's all for the sake of fighting these guys. Okay, this is bad. I'm one hit. Okay. If only they would follow me down. I'm just holding out hope. No, I think he's de-aggroed. So this is pretty rough spot, if I'm being real. When was the last bench I sat at? All the way over there. I'm pretty sure I sat at the bench at the Ventrica station, but we might see me going back there. No reason to, you know, turn tail and give up too early. Oh. Ah. You want to trust the harpoon. You want to trust that the devs won't let you down like that and allow you to get hit while you're using the harpoon. But they still did. So I guess we'll teleport over there real quick. And here we are again. Now, one thing that I mentioned very early on in the playthrough that I was wrong about is that when you die, you do suffer a consequence beyond just losing your rosaries, which is that my silk meter, you can see, is truncated. So I lost all of my spool upgrades at the same time, and those come back obviously when I reclaim my cocoon, but that is something that I wasn't really thinking about, because I wasn't even really aware that there were spool upgrades back then. I could just juke these friendly fellows if I'm lucky. If I'm just so lucky enough to. You can just skip all that. Oh, and speaking of spool upgrades, wouldn't you know it? Yet another one. And, man, if only you could see what was down there. So it looks like that, that place, or the sort of, the speculation that I was going to be able to go from up and around was incorrect. But I do notice that there is a place that I haven't explored here, but that actually is a place we have explored. It's just that we don't have the map for the slab. So that's not going to be, you know, that's not going to lead anywhere. Honestly, I can't guess. I couldn't even begin to guess where I have to go to discover how to get into the slab proper. Unless it's literally just going to the top of Mount Faye and then taking a leap of faith, but I've tried that in several spots and it just leads you down to the bottom area. Like this room here is connected via this doorway. It just drops you right here, and then you just continue down. So I couldn't say. Possibly it's going to be whatever is related to this marker that I've left for myself. These silver markers, if you don't remember, are like keys or clamps. Whatever. And then these black ones are like mystery markers that you have to get some sort of quest item for. But I mean, I think we've cleared out all of the double jump markers on the map so far. At least that's the way it looks like to me. And so all that's gonna be, oh, there's one more right over here. So why don't I get myself over there real quick? And we're back. I thought I'd take a little pit stop here at in the high halls. I did leave myself a key marker, which was incorrect. I should have left myself a crafting metal marker, which doesn't. I didn't assign one to that particular consumable, but it looks like that's all I needed for this unlock. Shell plates and cogs that could be fashioned into a flying automaton. Construct tool? Absolutely. Just so I never have to come back here again. Ooh. A cog fly. Happy to have it. So now, off camera I've been struggling to get around this place, but shh, we don't talk about that. So anyway, now I'll see you when I get to this marker. And we're back. And so this cogfly is a winged cogwork companion that will seek nearby foes and attack. Again, I'm good. But we are here at the, nearby the first shrine. So I'll be looking to go back over here and see what's going on. There could be something new. But in the meantime, let's see. Ooh, we do have moss. This looks like we might get another moss berry. The druid did say wherever moss might grow, you'll find those berries, so fingers crossed. They do give us a lot of money. Oh my god! Memoriam? If you'll excuse me, I'm always surprised when I see a title card, because I just expect... all this space just for me. So here's where the map might really start to open up. Again, fingers crossed. I was just expecting a mossberry. But I don't really know what to make of these names. You know, the slab, memoriam. What other kind of names do we have here? The Sands of Karak? Who's Karak? Was Karak here yesterday? I don't know. I guess it's back to basic enemies. For now, anyway. Yep, and then it's back to checking the map when you don't have one. What do we got? Hopefully some context. Here is established by holy consent of the conductors, the memoriam of Farloon. What is remembered is never lost. No surprise enemies, please. It looks like a greenhouse almost. Ooh, love the contrast with red and green. Red and green, both my favorite colors. Also just so happens to be the colors of Christmas, but that's merely a coincidence, I promise. But I guess we're gonna get lost finding out how big this area is now. So, plenty for us to do. Oh man, they're just bringing back all of the older enemies. 3 hits now for these guys. You know, I don't know how much longer this episode is gonna last, but I'll just peek my head out a little bit more. Yeah, it looks like they're just throwing every older enemy at us. I mean, the word memoriam means to remember, I think. So I don't know what's going on. That's what's going on. There's that bug that I couldn't get the first time. The one enemy that has escaped me this whole game. We're finally gonna get a chance to take it out. And this time I'm ready. Okay, it does do that. Holy smokes! If I can get behind him. Hoop! Luckily there's no other enemies in the way, and now we actually have some headroom. He's gonna jump again, because he likes to do it twice. I think he's gonna dig. Yep. I finally learned the telegraphs. Okay, that's fine. Oh my god! One more time? Nope. Thank you, dice. What I could just do is hover. Okay, that's at least safe. Oh my god, the jump. Nope, that's not safe. It's a little bit unpredictable when there's a platform in the way. There we go. It wasn't too bad, it's just the the room last time was so friggin' cramped, man. I could barely stretch my legs. So who was that? A rhino grund. Long-horned beast of Farloon's lowlands. Relies on its horn both to impale and to wrench the ground beneath it, flinging dangerous debris. And we still have to defeat one more. I was thinking that maybe this place was going to bring it back just in case we missed it the first time. But I wonder where else we might find one of these. I sure hope it wasn't the first one that we missed and then the game just bugged out and we'll never get to finish the journal on this save file. That would sure put a dull on my high, I guess, if that if that makes any sense. A damper. But anyway, yeah, this place looks like a conflagration of old and new assets, environmental assets. So I don't know if it's like a like a credits area where they're just kind of taking you down memory lane, kind of like the old Super Mario Brothers games. If I could find a bench, that'd be nice, but I think what I'll do for the time being, is go to the Songclave And we'll just see if anybody's looking to chat over there. You know, we can just skip these guys. They are faster than me. Oh my god, imagine that running at you at 3 in the AM. There we go. I guess next time we'll talk to these fellas here. But for now, we did get a bunch of stuff accomplished. Let's just sit down. And what's glowing red here? I don't know. But there might be... Yeah, there's probably still another upgrade to our needle. And we still have this one last silk heart to get. Man, I already made up 455 rosaries. So they're coming fast and furious in this late game era we find ourselves in. And I suppose we'll be able to make a few more from those escort missions. So, but for now, we'll plan to talk to the residents of Songclave next episode, and then explore a little bit more in Memoriam, and see if it doesn't lead to a couple more areas. Wouldn't that be nice? So, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Silksong, and I will see you next time!